What's up and good day to everybody. My name is Popeye. I've been around here for 35 years, Kings Heath, and it's a lovely multicultural area. And all we deal with here is love and unity.
I have an announcement to make. So in January, I went to the Kitchen Garden Cafe and I bought a candle. And I would like to offer this candle to one of you, one of my audience. So to win the candle, you will have to answer one question. So the question is, what is the name of the shop that opened in Kings Heath in 2015? So the answer is obviously in the video. So watch, listen, and when you have the answer, write it in the comment section. And after 2 weeks, I will select all the right answers and I will enter them in a draw. And then I will message the winner and we will arrange a way for me to send it to them. If they live in Birmingham, we can meet somewhere or I can post it to you. And you don't have to live in the UK, you don't have to live in Birmingham. You can be anywhere in the world as long as you have a valid address. I will send it to you. So answer the question, what is the name of the shop that opened in Kings Heath in 2015? And like I said, if you win, I send the candle to you. So the candles, I found a name for the candle. The name is Quarantine and Chill. So that's the name of the candle that you will receive. The Ritz Ballroom was a 1960s music venue known for the number of artists it hosted who went on to become international successes. It is said that the Beatles have performed there on 3 occasions. After being derelict for some years, the building was used as a cash converter shop. In March 2013, the building was destroyed by fire caused by an electrical fault. The remaining walls were demolished in January 2015.
Hello.
Hello. The Hare Hounds was established in 1820, but has stood in its present form since 1907. It played host to the local Birmingham legends UB40's first ever gig in 1979. It's only since 2007 that the Hare Hounds really established itself as one of the most important and influential music venues in the country, playing a vital part in nurturing the city's vibrant music and creative community. Every Thursday evening, one of the Hare Hounds' downstairs bar is used to host the food market Neighbourfood.
So this is our local food market that we hold every week at the Hare Hounds, and you collect all your goods on a Thursday between 7:30 and 8:30. So it's an online platform. You order, you've got until Tuesday midnight to order, and then you just come along and collect your goods. It's all based on the idea that we have local food producers, so everybody that's here, everybody that supplies it is local. It's pre-ordered, so there's no waste. And we're just part of the whole movement of revolutionising shopping, basically food shopping, and it's our little local food market that we have going on here. So to join, the platform that we use is called Neighbourfood. So you go to the Neighbourfood website and you join the Kings Heath and Moseley market, where you can go through and order your veg, which comes from Evesham, from the Siam family. You can get meat and dairy products from Model Farm. We've got free-range eggs. We've got chocolate that's made basically in Sturchley. We've got products made from bees that are in hives in Cotteridge. We've got a whole host of great stuff here, like specialist products as well, and it's just like around the corner.
So I'm Max, I'm from Urban Eden Farm. We're a start-up in vertical farming. We're based near Henley and Arden, but we're selling in Kings Heath in South Birmingham. And we've had an excellent reception here tonight. There's lots of amazing producers with lots of amazing food. But what we do is grow microgreens in a controlled environment using vertical aeroponic technology. So the idea around the industry is to be able to cut down the amount of food that's being imported and lower the carbon footprint on food. And we also don't need to use any pesticides or herbicides, so the food's all clean. We use sustainable systems, and we are doing our best to be able to bring this into urban environments so we can grow and supply for urban environments. So that's what we do. Hopefully we'll see you here at Neighbourhood Food in Kings Heath.
a community art space. Thank you, Lucy. And Sara. Local community art space run by the Kings Heath CIT Community Interest Company. So it's a group of people that have come together who are local. So there's Dave from Precision Imaging, there's John who runs York Surprise on Waterloo Road, and a few other people came together, got a bit of grant money and decided to open something for the community. So we're a community art space. We do painting, printing, music, spoken word, poetry, whatever you class as creative. Yeah, we've got gallery spaces around here that local artists can display for free for 2 weeks, and then we say if you sell anything because of that, if you can make a donation to us of what we were worth to you. And then we have events and classes in the teaching space there that we've created, so art classes and poetry classes and creative writing classes. And then people can come here and work on their laptop because you've got Wi-Fi, and make themselves a cup of tea for a donation. So we work on donations and community good vibes.
So when did you open this art gallery?
We opened it May last year.
Okay.
So we've been here just over 6 months. Have a film.
Thank you.
This is
So what's your name again?
my name's Prue. Prudence.
Prudence. Okay, very nice name.
Prue will do. This one I laid down on this piece of hardboard, and I got my friend to draw around the shape of my body. And it was great fun to do it. Yeah.
So how long it took to produce that?
Quite a while, I think. So I would do a bit, come back to it with the ideas.
Wow.
As well as lots of glittery stuff on, so I like it hanging lit loose, because especially if it was in a place with a lot of lighting, you would see differences in the glitter. I'm not sure well it'll show up on film, but you can
Yes,
see the light
I can.
across
Yeah, I
it.
can see that. Yeah.
So I think the sort of movement adds a sort of another dimension to the picture.
Is it for
It's like
sale?
different.
Is it for sale?
Yeah, everything's for sale,
Oh, okay.
kind of thing.
So you did more. You did more than. Everything is in here is yours.
Everything, yeah.
Oh my! Wow.
These. So the public can see it outside as they walk past.
Yeah.
They're all moving about.
Wow. So can you explain like one of your painting, like this one, for example, the flower?
It's a flower.
What the idea behind it?
Well, the idea came from a sort of a meditation kind of state of mind. I was meditating and feeling this new, fresh energy. But what's the freshest thing? Oh, a new flower that's just opened is fresh and bright, isn't it? So it's something to do with sort of, new energy. Something really bright and light and sparkly and, I don't know.
All right.
I thought, can you put a feeling onto a canvas? Well, I mean, can you? Not exactly. But one tries.
Yeah, I like it.
I wrote a poem once.
I can see the glitter too on that one.
Sorry?
I can see the glitter.
Yeah,
You know, on
glitter
that
as
one.
well. Because I'm not sure you can exactly express something in art, but it's the trying that's fun, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It will always
But you're
be
trying good.
Yeah.
I wish I could try like this.
Anybody can try. Anybody can try. Just stop trying to be good. Do it as badly as you can. And something will come out, and then you can improve from there.
So have you been an artist all your life, or is it something that...
I guess you might say so. As a child, yeah. My mother, God bless her, had kept some of my childhood pictures and drawings. I didn't realise, and then we cleared out her stuff after she died.
Okay.
My sister Vanny's, I thought, I can remember doing them. Sweet of her to have kept them. And at school, kind of, I thought I was quite good at art.
Is a collective of artists who come together and work on projects around our own communities, and often we're highlighting an issue or campaigning on behalf of an issue or a person maybe. So we use the medium of art and also craft on occasion to make items, to make art pieces that we put in our communities. That are often reminders or things that people can look at, and it might spark an interest in a subject, or we might actually be having a say about something. So we've been working on birds. Birds are a metaphor we use quite a lot. They're a great way of creating something very interesting with quite characterful birds. We use lots of recycled materials, lots of hand stitching, using various techniques of embroidery, maybe traditional, maybe new and modern techniques. We use a lot of embellishments, but again, all of these are from recycled garments or pieces that we collect to make quite interesting pieces. One of the things we've been doing is working on the Birmingham has lots of pigeons, so we've been working on design pigeons as a design, and then we've been adding embellishment to them and stitching, and you'll see some of our work in local parks or local areas. And the thing we've been working on for the last while is we are all birds of one sky, which is quite a powerful statement for our communities, and artivists are very keen on encouraging people to have a sense of place and taking pride in their communities and feeling they can do something and do something about their communities and do something in their communities and have a say. And also it brings us together as people who may be from lots of different places, but actually creativity is a great common language. When we sit and we work together, we share a lot in common.
The Kings Heath Village Square. The village square is the centerpiece of the Kings Heath community, with at its core a church, a medical center, youth projects for local young people, a day center for the elderly, a cafe, a square for events like the craft market, the Brum street food, musical and arts events, and of course, the monthly farmers market. The Kings Heath Farmers Market takes place on the first Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The market was launched in May 2006 by the Kings Heath Business Association and has expanded over the years. More than 25 stallholders attend the market, with regulars including Curtin Way and the Traidcraft.
This is the All Saints Traidcraft stall in Kings Heath. I'm a Traidcraft fair trader, which means that I buy stock from Traidcraft, which is based in Gateshead, and I sell it at Farmers Market here and also at our stall in the cafe area at All Saints Church.
New traders like Bedfellow made their Kings Heath debut recently.
We got apple cake, chocolate brownie, lemon cake. We also got mango and coconut, and we also do it in sugar-free as well. Red velvet rose, upside down pineapple, carrot cake. We also got some ginger loaves. Here we also have the cappuccino cream cake, avocado chocolate petit gâteau. When you cut inside, there's an avocado center. Naked black forest. We also got the salted caramel and golden comb chocolate cake. Here we have one of our centerpiece, as to enhance our table. We have the gluten-free range. We try to cover it so there's no contamination. We have the upside down pineapple, red velvet rose, carrot cakes. We have some variations of cupcakes. We have blueberry, raspberry, and vanilla. And here we also have the sugar-free banana loaf as well. And we also have macaroons. We keep it covered just to no contamination on the other products as well. Okay. For 20 years, and we have developed this business now in the past 8 months. Yeah. And this is our 4th event at the Kings Heath Farmers Market.
The Kings Heath War Memorial Cross. The cross was unveiled in November 1921 and commemorates the victims of World War I. The All Saints Church is a Grade II listed Church of England parish in the Anglican Diocese of Birmingham. The church was built in 1860 and was consecrated by Henry Pepys, the Bishop of Worcester. The village square is a multi-purpose public space for community groups and commercial organizations. It is also the laureate of 2 prestigious awards. The square was officially opened on the 15th of October 2011. The village was built using a grant from the Big Lotteries Community Space Fund and money from the Birmingham City Council and the Kings Heath Centre Partnership. The development of the village square was conceived during the public consultation on the All Saints community and the medical center. The goal was to fulfill the community's desire for a meeting place in the center of Kings Heath. The garden is maintained with the utmost care by volunteer gardeners dedicated to the upkeep of this special place. The village square is situated at the junction of High Street and Vicarage Road and has several bus routes crossing by. I am on my way to the Circus Mash. So the Circus Mash is an art center where circus is used as a tool not only to train circus artists, but also anyone from all age groups and all walks of life. Circus is taught as a form of art to develop and express yourself and to be confident with who you are.
think about you, love. Oh boy.
Kings Heath Park has been granted multiple Green Flag Awards over the years, and it was the first park in Birmingham to receive such award. The Green Flag Award is an accolade awarded by the organization Keep Britain Tidy, which recognizes and rewards the best parks and green spaces across the country. And the green flag is proudly standing in front of the White House. The house in Kings Heath Park was built in 1832 for the newly elected MP William Congreve Russell. He left the house in 1835, and in 1880 the house was bought by John Cartland, a wealthy brass founder and ancestor of novelist Dame Barbara Cartland. Years later, the Cartland family sold the house and the surrounding land to the Kings Norton Council, and the council opened the grounds as a public park. Between 1972 and 1995, the park was used as the setting for the popular ATV program Gardening Today, which was made famous by comedian Cyril Fletcher. In 1995, the White House became the School of Horticulture, and its students used the gardens as a training ground. The group Friends of Kings Heath Park was established in November 2017, and their aim is to enhance the park, develop a park community, and provide educational activities. The Cartland's tea room is located next to the school. Thrive is a charity that offers therapeutic gardening programs to people with a defined health, social, or educational need in the old television gardens. They also run a lot of projects in the wider community. They use an approach called social and therapeutic horticulture, where trained horticulture therapists work with plants and people to improve the individual's physical and psychological health. In 2011, the Kings Heath community won the Gold Award from the Heart of England in Bloom for its great floral displays. Kings Heath boasts dozens of historical buildings. Many are listed buildings, some are considered at risk by English heritage, under threat from neglect, decay, or redevelopment. Let's discover some of the most impressive historical buildings around Kings Heath. The Kingsway Cinema. The building was designed as a cinema in 1925 by architect Horace George Bradley. It was described as super cinema of its time and stood as landmark on the high street of Kings Heath village. The Kingsway closed in 1980 due to poor footfall, and the planning application was put forward for a bingo hall. Despite a campaign led by the local resident group Save the Kingsway, planning was granted by the City Council. The bingo hall closed in 2007 and the building has been vacant since. In 2011, a fire destroyed 80% of the building. Only the facade at the front has been kept intact. Another victim of a fire was the former Royalty Cinema in Holborn, also designed by Horace Bradley. The Kingsway was bought at auction by developers and the future of the building is under review. They plan to demolish the building while retaining the facade and build a new complex. They wouldn't let me in because of coronavirus, so I had to film from someone's backyard. The Cartlands were wealthy Birmingham brass founders who owned the Kings Heath Park and other nearby lands. In the early 1890s, the Cartland created a Priory Trust Company to develop and manage the land. The Priory Trust asked architect Charles Edward Bateman to lay out a middle-class suburb on its land. The style Bateman used is called Arts and Crafts. Arts and Crafts design is a romantic style of architecture that celebrates the handmade and bespoke. In 1903, the Priory Trust commissioned Bateman to create a village pub at the heart of the community. So Bateman built the Red Lion, a grand inn in a Cotswold limestone vernacular style. Bateman added a rampant lion and the words "Ye Olde Red Lion" in a scroll beneath. The Red Lion was the first suburban reformed pub. Birmingham was an early participant in the movement to replace the small street corner drinking dens with public houses where a man and his wife could drink and eat in well-designed, respectable surroundings. In the 14th century, the most powerful man in England was John O'Gunt, Duke of Lancaster. A red lion was part of his heraldic coat of arms. When the Scottish King James VI became James I of England in 1603, the heraldic Red Lion of Scotland was put on public display. Associating the pub with royalty was a clear attempt to make drinking in pubs a respectable pastime. The Lodge to King Edward VI Camp Hill Schools was established in 1883 by the King Edward VI Foundation. King Edward VI Camp Hill School is a highly selective grammar school in Birmingham, currently ranked third among state schools. Many of its students get offers from prestigious universities such as Oxford and Cambridge. The Kings Heath Library. It is a Carnegie library, one of the 10 Carnegie-funded libraries to be built in Birmingham between 1903 and 1909. Andrew Carnegie was a very wealthy Scottish-American steel magnate and extraordinary philanthropist who put down much of his own success to the fact that he had access to a library. The library has a collection of photographs, maps and news cuttings, as well as a selection of books about Birmingham, including digital images of Old Kings Heath and Moseley. The Kings Heath Local History Society meets in the library once a month and has its own archive of local history materials. The library acts as a focus for local history activity in Kings Heath. The New Life Baptist Church.
My name's David Barber. I'm the minister of New Life Baptist Church on Kings Heath High Street. We've actually the oldest church in Kings Heath. We've been here for 200 years, and the building you see now is the third building we've had on the site. The current church is used extensively. We are quite a vibrant community that meets on Sundays and through the week for worship. But we also do a number of other things. So we operate a food bank on Wednesdays, we have a cafe, and we have a nursery school, all seeking to serve the community in which we are. We also, the building is used extensively by different community groups. There's a drama group and a couple of musical societies, all sorts of community groups that meet here. So the place is very busy and very much at the centre of Kings Heath. So I hope that's just a little bit about us. Hi, I'm Tim. I'm the manager of Mustard Seed Christian Bookshop here in New Life Baptist Church in Kings Heath. We have a wide range of resources here. We have Bibles and we have children's books. We also have a wide range of gift products. And our mission is to not only resource local churches, but also help people who come in who might be just looking for something to support them in their everyday lives. We have a wide range of devotional books and inspirational books, as well as a great sale section that we always keep topped up with various products. So if you need anything in the way of Christian stock, whether it be cards, we have some great bargain cards here, 30p each, covering a wide range of celebrations and genres, or we have the general cards over there. Please come in and see us and we'd be more than happy to serve you. Thank you.
I'm still here. You cannot get rid of me.
I'm speaking from the upstairs room in the Kings Heath New Life Church, and there's lots of children's activities going up here, and also downstairs, and the coffee shop is always open most days. We have weddings and funerals, of course, but the parents have a good time here, and there's lots of children running around and screaming, and they really do enjoy themselves. And Kings Heath is a very busy area, and and the services are Sundays and Thursday nights. So come along.
Poplar Road is like York Road's younger sister. She is quite reserved, but has a lot to offer if you only get to know her. So here is a selection of quirky shops that I found on Poplar Road. Ooh la la!
We have a skincare range that comes in calming, balancing and nourishing depending on your skin type. Calming would be if your skin is particularly sensitive and might be prone to things like eczema. Balancing would be if you have oily skin, and nourishing would be to combat dryness. They come in cleansers. We also have cleansing oils and toners and face creams. Our skincare's very popular, particularly with people with sensitive skin. All the ingredients are natural and organic, and the products are handmade here in store.
Okay.
All our candles now have matching room mists. They're made with soy wax and natural fragrances. And again, just like the skincare and the washes and the balms, they're handmade here in store. So we pour every single one using traditional methods. They're very popular in the community and also wholesale, so a lot of our stockists order our candles. We have a signature range, but we also throughout the year do seasonal candles as well. At the moment we have slow sandalwood and dark patchouli as our seasonal candles, and we have just brought out our new one called Eros, which is a limited edition candle with a nod to Valentine's Day because it's a slightly more romantic scent. It has cedarwood, rose and geranium in it.
Okay.
So here at Honest we do holistic, organic, natural, simple, ethical and true treatments which include facials and massages. We have a range of products that are used within those, and you have a consultation to begin with, and that will determine which of the products are best suited to you and your skin type. Our approach is to be holistic, so we're thinking about your whole well-being, not just your outer beauty, and you should find that it's a very, very relaxing experience, whichever treatment that you choose.
Thank you.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are fine. With you and I, the future is bright.
So what's your name?
Wayne Waston.
Can you speak a bit louder?
Sorry, Wayne Waston.
Wayne Waston. Okay.
Wayne Waston.
And so how long have you been in the street for?
About 5 months.
Okay. So how it happened?
I just come out of the army.
Oh really?
Yeah, I just come out of the army, started into the street.
You were in the army?
I was in the army for 15 years.
Oh my.
Come out of the army January, and this is my home, the street.
Wow. So what happened?
I just can't seem to get no help.
Okay.
Can't get no benefits or nothing because I haven't got an address.
So they didn't give you anything? No help, no housing, nothing?
No.
Okay. After 16 years in the army?
15, yeah.
15? Okay.
There is a place down, I'm not going to lie, there was a place down Newtown in Birmingham. But unfortunately it was for, I'm not going to lie, it's for like alcoholics and drug rehabilitation. And I don't fall into none of those categories, so I didn't choose I want to be there.
Okay, so where are you sleeping?
Just anywhere.
Anywhere, like in the streets?
Yeah, I go to the back of the shops and things like
that.
The
shop, okay. And so when you have enough money, you can go.
I go to North Road and I go into like the B&B.
Okay.
Spend the night there.
Okay. So how do you protect yourself against, the coronavirus?
Well, I've been using the hand gel and stuff like that. When I've got the necessary money, I'll buy the hand gel, or to get a lot of people, they'll give me the hand gel.
Okay.
Like face masks and things like that.
So in the place, the Airbnb, do they give you any help, like anything? That they give you any information on how to protect yourself?
No.
Nothing? Okay. And do you know any organizations that help, people in the streets?
Yeah, I know there's a couple in Digbeth in Birmingham. But obviously they're all very sort of low key at the moment with what's going on, with the coronavirus and stuff like that.
Okay. So at the Airbnb, when somebody shows symptoms, what do they do? Do they isolate the person?
Yeah.
Okay. So at the moment you've never been in contact. You think you've never been in contact with somebody who has coronavirus? Okay. So you're trying your best to keep safe.
Yeah.
Okay. So how people are reacting, like with a lot of people speak about that people are more compassionate. Do you see that with people?
Some people can be. Some people can be ignorant.
Okay. So can you give me an example of compassionate behavior from strangers?
Well, compassion is people who've got like big hearts, their hearts on the sleeve and things like that, They go above and beyond to help you out and things like that,
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, what about other people?
And some of the people, they wouldn't like look at you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The second time.
So how do you look after your health? How do you look after your health?
Well, basically, I take a vitamin tablet every day.
Oh, really?
Vitamin D, yeah. I just take a vitamin D.
Oh, that's good.
Because the last time I had it done, my vitamin D was really, really low, so I take one every day.
Okay, so do you buy it from the pharmacy? Or you...
Yeah.
Okay. And does it help?
Yeah.
Do you feel better?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So in general, do you feel like left behind in this pandemic? Do you feel like people, like the government, doesn't necessarily take care of people who live in the street? Or how do you feel about that?
I don't know, I think I could do better. I think I could do a lot more for people on the street.
Like doing what?
But it just says everything else is more important to them, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's like saying we're going to pay for this and we're going to do this and do that, but nothing ever comes of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it seems like you, with the little means that you have, it seems like you're doing everything by yourself.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay.
Because if everywhere you turn, there's one door open, there's two doors shut. You know what I mean?
So do you get any support from other people who live in the street?
Well, yeah.
So what do you do?
How
do you help?
Well, basically, I just sort of I go round and as I say, you get some places like food banks and all that, they'll support you and things like that, and the places you can go, like the Citizens and Advice, the library.
The library?
Citizens Advice are there every Monday.
Okay.
You can talk to them about certain things.
The one in Birmingham City Centre?
No, just the one down here in Kingsway.
Okay.
So you can talk to them about certain aspects and certain things,
Okay. So do you go also to the food bank? You said.
Really?
Do you
I have been, yes.
Okay, which one?
The one in Cottage.
Okay. And do you get what type of food do you get?
It's mainly like cereal, porridge and that. Obviously they'll think easy make or probably pot noodles and things like that.
Okay. So do you get to eat like hot food?
Yeah, I do occasionally, yeah.
Okay. And for your hygiene and everything, what do you...
I normally go to like a McDonald's or places like that.
It's closed now.
But there are a couple of people who sort of know me, and I have on a couple of occasions gone in and allowed me to have a shower.
Okay.
And obviously if I raise enough money, like I'm going to a bed and breakfast, I've got like a shower facility there. And
oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. But thank you very much. Do you have any last final word to say to people who are watching?
Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you very much.
Us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.